This is the, oh, the neck is super fat compared to mine. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Drinking with Jacob. My name is Jacob Restituto. I'm a musician from Northport, New York. Today we're joined by a very special guest. It wasn't until recent in his life that he had a very undiscovered super talent. He is a very, very, very gifted guitar maker, my favorite instrument, so I'm very excited for this conversation. All right, ready for the first drink?
Yes, I am.
All right, pick a number 1 through 4.
I'll take 4.
All right. So you're going to take the glass, take a sniff. Cheers. Wow, it is so cold.
Apple juice.
Good guess. It is Arizona fruit punch juice cocktail. You can take that off now. You can take the bottle off. I think it's very good. It's super cold though.
Thank you for having me. My name is Jim Del
Why
Giorno.
don't you introduce yourself?
I'm a friend of Jake, friend of the family. Thank you for having me on.
So let's talk about what you do. So you recently, you worked, just in a regular corporate job, essentially, right?
Yep.
For your whole
33
life.
years.
Okay, yeah, exactly, yeah. And then until you recently retired, you realized that you had this incredible talent.
Yeah, it was funny. I've always worked with my hands, so I've always done construction on the side. And I bought a lot of guitars to some guy at one point to have repaired. And he says, you keep bringing in guitars to get repaired and get updated and modded. Why don't you build one? And I said, I have no idea how to build a guitar, which is a good start. So that started the journey of what do you do first? Picking out wood, making a body, doing all that. And I worked my way all the way through.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, the body of the guitar is the big fat piece. The neck is a skinny piece. And the very tip is called the head. And yes, they're beautiful. Where do you even start from? Do you start with concept? Do you just start making?
Well, concepts you can have. I had an idea for a design, but trying to flesh it out, I went online and looked at a million different kind of bodies and styles because they all look either the same or similar.
Absolutely.
There's double cutaway or a single cutaway, and then it looks like a Fender or a Gibson, and then you work your way from there. So I kind of took the world of a bunch of them and put them together, drew it out on a piece of paper, and laid it out measurement-wise, and then cut the body out of a blank of wood.
How big of a slab do you usually get?
It's about 2 by 15 by 20. Because you want to leave some split room, because when they cut it, eventually the wood dries on the edges and splits. So you want to be able to get rid of that without having to compromise the wood that you build.
Wow. So once you build the body, then what?
From the body, then I have to build a neck, because you need to set the neck and the body is the first step.
Okay. Before
you put the bridge on, because everything's measurements and everything's actually big plumb and in line. If you put the bridge too far off, your strings won't go over the pickups. So it's a process of one piece to the next, measure the next piece, put that in. So it's usually the neck goes onto the body that's already been made. Make sure that's high enough for the bridge that you're putting on, depending what bridge you're using, and then measure where the pickups are going to go so they fall in line with the strings.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah.
All right, ready for the second drink?
Sure.
Next number.
Oh, it's not pickle juice.
Yeah.
2.
All right. This one seems to have frozen in my fridge. Here you go. Cheers.
No. Tastes like water.
All right, good guess. You can take that off. It is special boxed water.
Boxed water? Oh,
Yes,
nice.
I saw this in the store and I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. I gotta test it out. I realized, they're trying to rid the world of plastic. So they made it, instead of water bottles, they made a water box.
Water box.
Which is pretty cool. I mean, totally froze though.
Yep.
But I like the idea. So let's go back to the guitar. So how long does it typically take, start to finish?
It should take maybe 3 to 4 months, but the reality is I have the life to live outside of making guitars, so it's kind of was a hobby. So it's not like it's a full-time job.
Sure.
So basically now it's taking me about 6 months, and it depends on the time of year. Summertime is the worst time to do finishing. So the goal is to make all your bodies and necks in the summer, and then do your finishing in the winter when the humidity is down.
Interesting. So how many hours would you say you put into a single guitar?
I would say at least, at the moment, probably about 100.
Okay.
I don't do templates. I don't have CNC machines. Everybody's using these different machines. So everything's done by hand. Even the nuts made by hand. All the frets are put in. I make my own inlays as well.
An idea that I had mentioned to you before, and I think that it'd be a really cool idea. You're building these 100% custom hand-built guitars.
Yeah.
And I think that with technology today, it'd be really cool just to document you building it. Whether you be filming it or taking pictures of it for every single guitar you make, so that when somebody buys, so if I buy a Del Giorno guitar, I have the whole process of it being. I could watch you literally make that guitar and show all my friends. This is when he was building the neck. I think that'd be a really cool. Like high end experience. Imagine. I would love to see my personal Fender being built. Even though it's being built in a factory, it's still cool. That's my Fender on the on the. It'd be cool. It'd be cool for somebody that like they're not only buying. They're buying essentially a collector's item now because they have the whole story of this guitar from when it was just a little piece of wood.
Yeah.
Or not even like a heavy piece of wood,
a big
right?
piece of wood.
A big piece of wood to
Yeah.
this beautiful guitar. All right, so let's go to the third drink, and then after that we'll show the guitars.
Okay.
You want
Finish
to
my water.
finish your water? Yeah, why not? Stay hydrated. What number do we have next?
3.
Number 3. Take a cheers. Take a sniff. Oh, that is delicious.
It's ringing a bell.
It is almond milk coffee creamer.
Oh, there you go. Wow.
So here we are. Here's one of the ones he brought. What kind of body is this? Thing is beautiful, man. This thing is.
This would be considered a Telecaster copy, a Fender Telecaster.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't normally make copies unless someone wants it. And the person who ordered this in Massachusetts wanted a red Telecaster. So, but it's not your typical Telecaster. I build mine on a Gibson 3/4 scale.
Oh,
so
okay.
the neck is a little shorter than a Fender would normally be.
Interesting. Is it fat like a Gibson too?
It's in the middle.
Okay.
Now, the reason I make a fatter neck is because it's more comfortable to your hand.
Okay.
The longer you play, the thinner the neck is, the more tired your hand gets. It's just a
Really?
fact. Yeah, I do a little different here, though. I do a little deeper scoop here, which causes this headstock to resonate, which causes to give it this kind of almost like a reverb type of sound. I put a 5-position switch in instead of a 3, a high pass, low pass filter.
Oh, that is sweet,
so
man.
no matter what amp you're going to, no matter what pickup you play, you can always get to that tone you want.
That is cool. I like
Yeah.
that.
Everything is high end, top
What
end.
kind of wood is this?
This would be what we considered tiger maple, and it's the same thing, tiger maple neck. So it's
Sweet,
all
man.
maple. Maple has a good ring to it.
Oh man, this feels sweet, dude. Dude, this thing. Oh, the neck is super fat compared to mine. This thing is sweet.
So this is my own design. It kind of would remind you of a Les Paul. Kind of reminds you of a Jaguar. It's just a blend.
Yeah.
From looking at different guitars and trying to come up
I
with an
love the
idea.
Jaguar design.
And this is the first scarf neck I've ever made, which basically you cut the wood on an angle and flip it. It's 4 different colors, layered and layered and layered.
Yeah,
And I kept messing things up, so I had to sand it again. So it's you could never reproduce this. This is like impossible to make another one.
Sounds a little more like a Les Paul.
So it has tapped coils.
Okay.
So we pull a little bit, just a little off.
Oh yeah.
But you can get a much better sound.
So not used to the neck thing.
A little
though.
fatter than normal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. But
most
it's sweet. It's
But
smooth.
you get used
though,
to
dude.
it, and then you're just happy.
It is smooth. I think it's sweet. All right, that is beautiful, man. Those are sweet.
Thank you.
Those are very, very cool. All right, ready for the fourth and final drink?
Sure.
All right. I can't even tell you the last time I've had something like this. I am definitely not a fan of what we're about to drink.
Uh-oh. Nothing has any smell.
It doesn't have any smell.
Milk.
Yes, it is. I really don't like it.
Yeah.
All right, so the last part of the show, we're going to go to Joking with Jacob on Drinking with Jacob.
Okay.
So I have some faith in you. I think that you might actually be able to pull it off. I overheard my mom and dad talking once. My mom said, "How do I look?" My dad said, "With your eyes." Oh, you're good. Stone cold. Stone cold. Why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom?
Why not?
Because the P is silent. What does a zombie vegetarian eat?
What?
Brains. It's actually, I feel a little uncomfortable at how stone cold you are. Don't trust atoms. They make everything up. Why did the Invisible Man turn down the job offer? He couldn't see himself doing it. Oh, there it is.
That's good.
There it is. I'm sorry, but you did not win the gift card. All right, man, I appreciate you being on the show. Thank you for
Thank you for having me.